Wow. Guess they left a couple of buttons on from last time. Ooh, gee whiz, I got all this stuff turned on. Let me turn off a bunch of this. Holy cow. Yeah, that was just about everything. All right, how's it going, everybody? The Dickinsons, you are first. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Happy Easter, and happy something else to anybody that doesn't celebrate Easter. That's great. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Vanessa, thanks for being here. How you doing? Yeah, Dickinson's was first. Javier, how's it going? Tony Jackson, good to see you, man. Thank you. Good evening from the UK. Thanks for being here, everybody. How's your Sunday? What are you guys doing today? Relaxing? You have nice Easter plans? Oh dear. Oh, okay. Phew, for a second there, I thought my computer froze up. No, that looks okay. Was it last week we didn't stream at all. 2 weeks ago we were up at the wHobbit house, and it went okay for a while until I got close to or too far from the router or something, I think, and then everything went to poo. But that's okay. That's okay. Hey, Raspy, how's it going? Thank you. I hope your family's doing well as well. My family's doing great. We've got everybody home for a couple more weeks, and then we won't have everybody together again for like 3 years. Crazy, right? We've got one that's going away for a few months this summer, and then he'll be back. But then we've got another one that's going away in July/August, and she'll be gone for a year and a half. And then before she gets back, we'll have another one gone. And the two big boys are going to be in college together in the fall. Like it's the family is, things change, life goes on and things change. Vanessa, you're fixing an AC heater, waiting on a fuse. Oh, then dinner with the family. Nice. Excellent. Signing Matt. What's signing Matt? What does that mean? Hello, signing Matt. Thanks for being here. Jeff Mills, happy Easter to you too, buddy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, crazy, right? How life just kind of goes on. Things just go on. Things just keep happening. So I have a few things that we can talk about today. I'm happy to be distracted about anything else that anybody wants to know about or hear about or talk about. The couple things on my mind. So I'm still working very, very slowly, as you can imagine. Like I'm in YouTube retirement mode, basically. But I still want to put out a video about the new sphere. So we built the new sphere, and in order to do that well, I want to put some new effects on the sphere. And so I think together we could maybe come up with some things we want to put on the sphere or think about it. And I could pull up xLights and we can play with it and we can see what it looks like on the sphere here virtually. But it's all working. It's working great. I would say it's 95% perfect. There's something else I would like to change, but I don't know if to quote an recently overused phrase, I'm not sure the juice is worth the squeeze on that one, because I would have to do some significant work to try and get that last 5% perfect. So it probably is good enough right now as it is. But I love the sphere. It's awesome and it's working well. And so I want to maximize its usefulness. And I think to do that, we need to put some stuff on it. And so I would be happy to work with all of you guys on doing that. And you can give me some ideas and stuff. We can look at it together. So that was one thing. The other thing is I was up at the wHobbit house this week. Did a lot of good stuff. We worked really hard. We put in a new oven. We did so for those of you everybody probably knows, we have a second wHobbit house kit in a storage container up there. All right. Thank you, UK Heli Pilot. Oh, you're a dude. You're a good dude. Always been around. Thank you for being here. So we have this other wHobbit house kit that's in a shipping container that's up by the other wHobbit house on the land that we have up there. And but we didn't really know, like we bought it from a guy secondhand who bought it years ago, never put it together, lost the instructions. I've been working with the company to get a new set of plans so we can know how to put it together. I think we could figure it out, but it'd be nicer to have the plans, obviously, be a lot faster. So in order to be able to accurately tell them what we have, we had to pull it all out of the shipping container, lay it all out, count it, and photographs, pictures, make sure we know what we got, and then put it all back in. And while we were doing that, it started snowing. So yeah, it was a rough weekend. But anyways, I also did some Gulf of America. Also did some working on little stuff around the house up there, and I have one of these Shelly button kits. Remember we looked at these? Like, it's a 4-button little Bluetooth thing. It's actually pretty slick. It's kind of a remote control. It kind of magnetically sits on this thing, or you can put it in the place of a light switch, where you have these big light switches. You could put it there. So actually, that's a great idea. Maybe this is what I'll install here on my wall. That'd be a genius idea. Anyways, I started playing with this guy up there, and I thought, okay, we could make some automations, or we could use this control. So we could do a little bit of that up there. And then, for what it's worth, and I'm not sure anybody cares too much, but I think we got to talk about this tariff stuff, because I think eventually it'll work itself out. But certainly in the short term, I don't know what it's going to do to our ability to get things like, all of the devices that all of us like to play with, right? I think it's going to be pretty rough for a while. We may not have access to all the things that we have had access to lately, and that might be difficult. Because 125% or whatever it is just not feasible. I mean, if you can imagine, every Dig Uno is going to be $70, and an Octa Brain plus power board together is going to be $150 or something like that. And I don't know. I just don't know if that's. I don't know if the market can handle that kind of a price increase. So, and I don't want to. Besides that, I don't know that enough people would buy them. I have to think about what's going to happen, and this is a good discussion to have, because of I'm not the only sort of small business that's dealing with this. There's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of small businesses that are dealing with this, and on the one hand, I've got to make sure that if I'm going to pay twice as much for what I'm bringing in, that I'm actually going to be able to sell it, or else I get stuck with it and then I lose all that money and the value goes down. Or then later the tariffs lift, and now definitely nobody's going to buy it at that higher price that I paid for it. So I'm losing money in that situation. So that's really awful. And then something just rubs me wrong. It just kind of hurts me in my soul a little bit to know that, I'm selling something, and I'm making $5 on it, and the government's making $20, and the United States government is getting $20 on it. I don't. That's not. It's just too unacceptable to me. I think that's just crazy. That would, it's not worth my time. I can make $5 to sell a device. But the government gets 20? No. So we'll see. Right now, what I've got in stock in the drzeast.com store is all stuff that was paid for when the tariffs were normal-ish. When they only went up like another 10%, so it was only like 20%. I have some stuff coming. I think the Allnet folks have figured out maybe a way to not have those big tariffs on there. But move to Europe. No kidding. I'll move to Mexico. It's a little closer for me, Johnny. But yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen. I think we're going to be okay. I'm sure eventually we're going to be okay. But in the short term, and short term might be 6 months, might be a year, might be a couple years, who knows? But it's kind of nuts right now. So we'll see. I don't know how it's going to affect us. I'm glad, a few years ago, I think I've told some of you guys, a few years ago, I had to make the decision, like, am I going to do this YouTube, LEDs, Home Assistant stuff? Am I going to do this full time? Or am I going to keep doing my regular job that I went to school for and all that? And I thought, I better keep doing my regular job, and I did. And right now, I'm sure thankful that I did, because otherwise I'd be worried about making the house payments and feeding the kids and, telling them we can't go on vacation and that kind of crap. So, anyways, it's a rough time, crazy time. But enough of that. That's the situation. So we're prepared if we find ourselves in a bad spot. That's why, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so what do you guys think? Those of you that are watching, you want to do a Home Assistant? You want to do a couple of quick sort of automation things on the wHobbit house with the Shelly button, or do some xLights work with the sphere or something else. I'll give you a minute to talk. While you're taking a minute, I will go to the wHobbit house Home Assistant here. Where'd it go? Why not there? We've got people up there right now. It is booked all summer long up there. It's booked. But everything's working well, so very happy about that. So what we've got, is this 4-button. So the way this works, when you put these Bluetooth buttons into Home Assistant, the Shelly Bluetooth buttons, they don't go to the Shelly app. There's a Shelly integration, but these don't show up in the Shelly integration. What shows up in the Shelly integration is just the Bluetooth hubs. Is that these two? I think that's these two. I think these are the Bluetooth hubs that I have. I have 2 Bluetooth hubs up there, which are just the USB dongles that connect all the Bluetooth stuff. But all the things that you have connected to those Bluetooth dongles are listed under BT Home. So BT Home is a different integration, and I don't remember installing this, but it's there. So I don't remember how it got there, but it's there. So here we are. We have this BT hub, and then what I've got here is a bunch of. Oh, actually, you know what? It doesn't even show up in this, does it? I can't remember now. I think it does. It does show up in this. Most useful dashboard Home Assistant is the boring one. It means that everything is okay. These are temperature sensors, and then some of these are door and window sensors, and then I don't remember which one is the. Oh, here it is. I just picked it. Well, how about that? Now here's the tricky thing. So this is an entity. Okay, this is an entity. It's got this is the address, the MAC address of it, but it doesn't, like, you can't take this thing and like rename it. So if I wanted to take this button 1 and I guess maybe it wasn't that way. It wasn't that way when I was up there a couple days ago. All it was giving me was the event. This is actually much better. This is really good. But it is, anyways. It's not a. It's a button, in a physical button, but the way that it works in Home Assistant, it's just an event. So when I press that button, and I'm not there, so I don't have that button to press. But when I press that button, then it gives me an event. And so what I need to do when I'm putting my triggers in is I need to put my triggers in based on the event. The event happening is the trigger. So let's do that. Let's work on that right now. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna close this. We're gonna make an automation. We're gonna try this. We're gonna make an automation. Use the device as a trigger. I don't know if that's gonna work. Device trigger press button 1. Triple press button 1. Oh, we're gonna do a press button 1. All right. Well, this will work. Huh? That makes it easy. So I thought I was gonna have to go and pick out the event, but it looks like this will work. Condition, optional condition. I don't really need that. The only action I want here, I want this thing to toggle the air circulator. So we're gonna do air circulator, mechanical room. And I don't want it to turn on or turn off. I want it to toggle it. So whatever it's doing, I want it to do the other thing. All right, and then we're gonna call it, we'll say Shelly button 1. toggle air circulator. Okay, save. That was easy. Let's do one for the generator. We need. Let's do one for the heater. Let's do number 2 for the heater. So now if I go to automations here, use device, triple press button 1, and now like I've got all the buttons in here. Oh my gosh, this is brilliant. This is super easy. This is gonna be great. Okay, press button 2. Button 2 is gonna press and turn on the geothermal heater. Okay, then do add action, device. Gosh, boy, hasn't this gotten so much easier? This is insane how easy this is. Geothermal pump. Okay. And actually that's it. Like that's all I got to do. Button 2, turn on geothermal pump. Okay. Golly, it's going to be easy. Uh-oh. What was not found? Oh, what did I do? Did I mess up? Geothermal pump. Oh. Huh. Maybe geothermal pump is not what I named it. That's the problem with having played with things so much, is I have multiple names. Okay, this looks like the one, and it is. I know it's a Shelly 1 Mini that's controlling the geothermal pump. So this is the correct device. So that was the problem, was I had selected the wrong device. Okay, that's it. I don't need to rename it. Okay, there we go. Easy. Let's see. Could you imagine doing this back in the vanilla days of Home Assistant, trying to figure out the event to listen to? Yeah, right? Exactly. A lot of old Zigbee temperature sensors and motion sensors are all now Bluetooth. Good, Raspy. That's good. I've been very happy with the Bluetooth stuff so far. The Bluetooth, the door and window sensors, I'm not 100% on. The door and window sensors. Not 100%. But at the time when I was up there trying to play with it, I was like opening doors and closing doors and trying to make sure that it was working. And it was really cold, and I didn't want to leave the door open, and I was kind of tired, and so I can't say. Yeah. Okay, so we've got button number 1, a single press, is going to turn on the air circulator. Button number 2, a single press, is going to turn on the geothermal pump. What other things do I have up there? I would love to have like light control on this, but I don't have that yet. So button 4. Now, I don't want anybody to accidentally turn on the generator, but I do want a button to turn on the generator. Oh, the hot tub. This would be the hot tub button. Yep, hot tub button. Okay, we're gonna do this one for the hot tub. So automations, we're gonna do another one. Use the device as a trigger. We're gonna press the button 3. Not triple press, just regular old press. Press button 3. And add an action, device, and then it's going to be hot tub. See, here's the problem. I got like 2 hot tubs. I think this is the one. Yep. Okay. And again, we'll toggle the hot tub. Toggle hot tub. And save. And here we go again. This is boring and easy. We like boring and easy. Shelly button 3. Toggle hot tub. Okay. That's it. Now we'll do the generator one on the 4th button. And this one, as I was saying, I really want to make sure that people don't accidentally, myself included, don't accidentally just turn on the generator. So what do you think would be the most secure? Certainly a regular button press, probably not. I'm thinking either a long press on button 4. Do you hold it and let go? Or you triple press it? What do you think? I think maybe just long press. Long press is what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? But the Shelly one is having in my house for about 6 months, and they've been rock solid. Took a little figuring out, get them in, but once they're in, they're solid. Yeah, I think that's it. I think what it is just the triggering of it. Because I think the other thing was, you got to find them in Home Assistant. Like I found them in the Shelly app. If you guys remember on the stream, I did it all in the Shelly app and I gave them names. But then when they go into Home Assistant, into the BT Home integration, they're just in there by their MAC address. So then I had to, that's what I was trying to do up there while I was there, was just go back in and figure out based on MAC address what was what. All right, I'm going to long press the 4th button to turn on the generator. Oh no, sorry, I did this. I missed the step. Select device, and then the device is the generator. Generator, turn off. Just gonna toggle it. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shelly button 4, long press. Toggle. Shelly 4, long press, generator, toggle. Save. All right, that was easy. Okay. Well, I can't test it because I don't have the buttons with me. And it says all of them were pressed 3 days ago. But that's it. That's good. That's good. I also, now we'll mess with temperature stuff another time. That's probably enough. Let's work on the sphere. You guys good with that? Questions, concerns? All right. Evba. Thanks, Evba, or EVBA. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, we should play like unicorns. I have these things, might as well use them. Okay, so anyways, what you see here, I think this is an important thing to know if you're going to ever use the Bluetooth, the Shelly Bluetooth stuff, and I would assume that maybe other Bluetooth company stuff will also show up in BT Home. It's a new integration to me. It's not something I was familiar with previously, but it's there and it works just fine. Someday I'm going to set up an automation. I've kind of got I'm starting to create a bypass thermostat for the master bedroom up there, because the master bedroom right now is on a thermostat that's not a smart thermostat, so I have no way to control it, turn it up, turn it down, any of that stuff. But I did put a temperature sensor in that room right next to the thermostat, and my thinking is I'll pair that with like a Shelly Mini, a One Mini that just has open contacts, and then just open and close that connection like the thermostat does, so that it'll turn on and turn off the flow in the floor up there. So, okay. Wow. Easy peasy. Okay. Let's move on. So let's talk about the sphere. So hopefully y'all know I rebuilt the sphere and it's working. The most recent problem that I had that I have now resolved was, and this I'm putting in the video, and that's part of why I'm not finished, is because I'm putting stuff in the video and then I've got to try and figure out footage for it. Some of it though, I think what I'm going to do is just make footage of the sphere working and then just talk over it with some of the problems. I don't have to actually talk about the problems. I'm going to just put the sphere, because everybody wants to see it actually doing stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my objective today, is to do some stuff where the sphere, get some stuff so that it's on the sphere. The way I've got it working now, this is the Falcon controller that runs the rest of the house, the rest of the lights on the back of the house. And then the sphere is kind of multi-synced, or I don't know, is there a better word than slaved? I don't know. I guess slave is the old term, but it's a remote, I guess. It's in remote mode. That's better. So this is player mode. This is remote mode. For right now, the sphere is going to stay here, but eventually, soon-ish, I think I need to change the sphere to player mode as well. Because if I'm going to take it places, it's not going to be synced with my house. And I'm going to want to go here to the sphere and select the playlists and such. For right now, I've got to do it here. Right? But let's start with xLights. Let's go to xLights. And I have not updated xLights in a while. I don't know what this one is. 24/16. So from September of 24. So I need to update that, looks like, for sure. The button presses, I always forget. Short press, long press, all those. I always forget which one does what. Yeah. Well, I certainly, if you try, like you can easily get overwhelmed when you have 4 buttons and you can do 4 actions on each one. Now you've got 16 things you can do with it. I mean, I guess you could do like on is button is 1, off is 2. I mean, I don't know what else you got. You could use it for, I think if you use them for, yeah, who knows? It is tricky. I agree. But, you give Shelly or whoever else, when they create these kinds of things. Same with that cube. You remember the old cube, which was a lot of fun to play with. The company is just saying, hey, here's a thing. Use it how you like, right? We're going to give you all the availability of all these options. And then we sometimes think, oh, I need to use all the options. And then we end up with a bunch of buttons that we can't remember the use for. So in this case, I'm going to try and keep it simple. Button 1 is the fan. Button 2 is the geothermal. Button 3 is the hot tub. Button 4 is the generator, and it's a hold, and that's it. That should be good. That should be useful for me. And that helps because right now, the way it is, like I was there the other day, or we were there, and I wanted to turn on the air circulator, and I was downstairs, and my phone was somewhere else. And I was like, dang it, I got to go find my phone to go turn this on. I don't have like a physical button right there. But this way I could have a physical button. I'll probably just mount it in the mechanical room so that nobody else is really going to play with it but me. But at least I know that I can go in there and press these buttons and not need to get my phone out and turn the app on and all that kind of stuff. I can just do it right there. I could do it in the Shelly app. That would be another thing to do. I just did it in Home Assistant, so I don't want to double it up. Excuse my yawning. It's already getting nap time. I don't want to double it up, but you could just do it in the Shelly app. And that way you wouldn't have to have Home Assistant at all. Please like the video. Thank you, Vanessa. I'm sure that today is probably not a day where a lot of people are sitting around watching bald knuckleheads on YouTube. People are doing family stuff, which is great. Okay, let's go here. Let's look at so tell me about what you think would be good things to display on the sphere. Let's see what sequences I even have already. I don't remember where I was even keeping stuff. It's been too long. It's not been that long, but it doesn't take long for me to forget. I think I was in probably this hard drive and Atlas maybe. No, this is the video creation stuff. This does have some of these videos like this. This is one of the, love this one. I'm probably going to get a copyright strike for that, but you know what I'm saying. Knuckleheads are the best. Thanks, Andy. So this has been a really good one for on the sphere, right? I like that one a lot. I like the aquarium one. The aquarium one is pretty cool. Let me see if the aquarium one, I want to I don't need to import. Oh, maybe I can just open a sequence. Okay, good. This will maybe take me to my folder. Aha, that's the way to do it. So aquarium, this one's a good one. Let's open this one up. You guys can see it. just want to have, how do I just want to zoom in on this guy. I don't have the, why don't I have the sidebars things over here? My views are messed up. Reset toolbars, Windows, display elements. Oh no. I need my pixel heads. I do think it's Windows. Which one is it? Perspective, reset to defaults. Huh. It's not there. It's weird. So there used to be, there's usually something on here over here on the sides that has some of that stuff in it, but I don't see it right now. Oh, what did I just do? House preview, that's what I meant. No, this is the house preview. All right, well, let's see what the aquarium looks like. It should just show up on the sphere, I think. Yeah. So I wish I could zoom in on that. Like, I just want to see this. Restore default viewpoint. Nope. Anyway, so this one's kind of fun one for the sphere. What else? Let's think about. So it's tricky, right? Because there's not a lot of video clips, like stock video clips, that are made to be shown on a ball. Just, just not there. But let's think about some cool things. I made the Death Star one. You remember the Death Star one? That one was cool. Could probably make that one a little bit better. Where it is here. I don't see it now. Open sequence. Oh yeah, I was opening the folder. Sauron, Miser Brothers, Goblin Eye. That was just another eye. That was cool. So what you're saying is you pick the most difficult shape to make xLights show on? Yes, absolutely we did. This is clearly the most difficult shape. This one's kind of fun, too. I would really like to just zoom in on this, and I don't know how. If I hold that down, it doesn't do it. If I scroll, it does, but then I need it to be like in the middle. It's not like I can't grab it and move it over. I don't know how to grab it and move it over. Tab. I don't know. Okay, we'll let it render and then we'll do it. So eyes are good. I'm thinking like an egg or like something cracking open, like something coming out of it, cracking open and coming out of it would be cool. Sometimes just the shapes, I could just go through xLights here and just put a bunch of different shapes on it. Maybe that's what we're going to end up having to do. Just as an example of what it can do or what it looks like when you do something on there. Okay, I think I already rendered it. So if I play it, nope. Yeah. So you see the eyes kind of showing up, and then the mouth. So this one is, I kind of like this one. This one's like the Chomper guy. Right? He looks like a Mario Brothers Chomper guy or something. It's supposed to be a dragon. Kind of fun. Very Halloween-y. All right. Well, let's do a new sequence. If you guys can think of anything and you want to share like links to video clips that I can put on there, that would be awesome. Oops. Get rid of this guy. I don't need this thing open. Okay, so we're going to make an animation. And we'll do 20. We just are going to go done. Oh, hey, Turtle, how's it going? With the model, though, it works pretty well. Doing it in 3D didn't work. It needed to be unfolded. And Justin, I think, added it as a submodel. Yeah, so what he did was he makes, like, it's really displayed. It's a matrix. If you look at this part, this thing over here. And how do I, like, center? Like, I want to focus just on this one part, and I want it to get big. How do I do that? Thanks for being here, by the way. So what you can see is this is a matrix, but in the middle, there's a whole lot of pixels. And out here on the outer edges, there's not as many pixels. And they're kind of funny numbers from one row to the next, which is why it doesn't look like nice and uniform. But that's the nature of the way it was built, the way the sphere was built. And Justin Z just had to match this, make this and match it. So let's, so why is this so different than usual? Like, usually I have all this room. Like, I don't even have my timeline on here. There's the timeline. I must have just messed this thing up. Reset toolbars, AC ramps, perspectives, save current, save as, default perspectives, windows, settings, colors, layers. I don't think it's any of that. So model preview. So I don't have the model preview up right now. Ah, there it is. Now I got the model preview. That was weird. Why didn't it do that? Use the render buffer. Blanket square to the right is the full size. If you want it to move to the front, you'll shrink the yellow box in the render buffer. You're talking about this thing right here? Oh, you know what? What if I just select the model? Like, you should be able to select the model, right? Spinner, Atlas. Here we go. In the car with the daughter learning to drive, so hard to paying attention. Don't pay attention to us. Do not pay attention to us. You guys remember how many of you guys drove or learned to drive? I don't. This didn't happen even when I was there, but I remember hearing about it when I was doing like driver's ed. That they had cars that had a brake pedal on the passenger side specifically for teaching people how to drive. But the person on the passenger side had a brake pedal so you could stop them. Anybody ever hear about that? Was that a real thing, or did they just make that up to scare me or something? I don't know. Maybe they did. All right. I would like to. So if I drag something here, let's just put some colors on, and then let's drag a spinner down here. Is that? I don't remember if that's where it goes or not. Driver's ed had a brake pedal on the instructor side 30 some years ago. So, I mean, I learned how to drive, 34 years ago. Is that right? Yeah. Depending on the picture or video, it will be within. I need that pedal. My wife wishes she had that pedal now. Not really. Not that I drive bad, but she's always like, oh, getting scared. I think that happens to lots of us. Got my permit in one of those cars. Nice. I'm sure they're all in the wrecker now. There's none of those cars exist anymore. They were just regular cars. I mean, but that was mechanically somebody had to do some decent modification to make that work. And now, like, what are we going to do? Like, all the cars have all this like accident avoidance technology on it and stuff now, which is great, but you don't necessarily have to. Oh, this is going nuts. I think this is the wrong spot to put that on. I think that's why. I don't think this is the right model. Stretched shadow matrix model. Oops, that's what I should have done. I think it goes here. Shouldn't it be showing me a preview? Come on, you stinker. There it is. Yeah. But so up here, this is showing it on the stretch matrix. But down here is where I want to zoom in. I want this to be big. Do I want to undock it? Probably make this move direction. Yeah. Oh. It's not moving. That's not the one that moves. One of these moves. It's this one, I think, maybe. Depending on picture or video, it will be within. Oh, sorry, no. I already read that one. So maybe we should just go through YouTube, try and find some video clips of things we want to display on there. That's weird. It's not showing anything right now. Center mouse click and drag. So mine must not be set right because I tried to do the click and drag and it didn't. Now my house isn't showing up at all. What's happening? I like refresh the whole thing somehow here. Because now my, oh, there it is. It's way over there. Oh, there it is. Why? How did that not work? Thanks. Thanks, Turtle. You're amazing. I thought I did that, but apparently I didn't. Okay, this is perfect. This is what we want. Yes, because we want to be able to see this and we want it big. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, thanks, Turtle. You're the man. Okay, beauty. Beauty. I'd like to save that. Can I save that view? Okay. So now let's pick something up here. These are spirals. Maybe this is what I wanted. Stretch matrix. It's so weird that it shows up and it's so tiny and I have to grab it and just open it up and I can't get my mouse to click on it. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay. And then this we can make it move. Movement, yeah. I want it really fast. Why is it going so slow? That's so weird. Should be like, I should be able to make this like fly. Like go around really fast. Why is it going so slow? Right click reset. And then I can do this. Okay. Okay, no problem. Thanks, Turtle. Eyes on the road. That's so weird that this is going so slow. I thought this would go faster. It usually goes faster. Maybe it's just I need to shorten it up. Yeah, that's what it is. Maybe my timeline up here is really, really long. That's probably what it is. Timeline up here is like super long. Yeah, that's why. This is like 20 minutes. This is an hour and 30 minutes because I didn't set a time for it based on a song or whatever. All right. Well, the best thing to do, the fun thing to do here is we can do, well, not a picture. We want a video. The video is, and then we can just start putting different videos on. We could just show it for fun. Okay. So that's the videos. Now, it's red because there's no video. But then if we go to browse, we can find a video that we like. This one I don't think ever really worked, but we can do this American flag waving one. It's a little tricky because I think this is showing this, the seam is in the back. This should be the seam. I need to rotate this around. Oh no, this is mirrored. That's why this is also screwy because of that. So this is saying that it starts right here, but it doesn't really. So this one's kind of cool. This one's kind of cool. What else? So let's just go to find some things. File, sequence settings, change length. Oh, thanks. File, sequence settings, timings. Nope. Sequence duration. That's that 30 minutes? Yeah. Okay, now it's at 2 minutes. That's more like it. All right. Except for now, this is too long. We're still going to do the movie one because I think that's what I want to show. I want to show a lot of movies on it. I should probably do, what we should probably do is do something where it just goes through every like effect up here, huh? Maybe let's try that again. Let's make this go, let's go back and let's set this to like, that's where you use the render buffer, the black box on the top right. Top right. Oh, I know the black box. This box, right? This box. Okay. Yeah, let's change the settings again. Let's set it. Okay, so for one sequence we'll make right now, we'll make one sequence, and it will just be examples of all of the xLights effects and what it looks like on here. Okay, even though the xLights effects, you can change them quite a bit so that they can look really different, but we're gonna make one sequence where the whole thing, where it's gonna just display a bunch of all these effects up here. All right, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. No. We're gonna go sequence settings, and we're gonna change the time again. Instead of 2 minutes, we're gonna make it probably. Let's go with 4 minutes. Let's go with 3 minutes because we're only gonna want to do this for a few seconds each time. Okay. All right. So let's start with, so on off we don't need. What's this one? Adjust, no. Bars, can we make the bars spin? If we can make the bars spin, yes we can. Okay, that's good. Let's do them, let's change the direction to, they're actually going a little too fast. Like, so where, there are other palettes, right? Is there other palettes you can load up here? Do you have to do your own? No, see, there's palettes you can select from. It's like a Christmas palette. How many palettes are there? Oh, there should be more. Where can we load more palettes from, Turtle? And not to distract you from your daughter's driving, which is the critical task of the day, of course. So I think watching this for 30 seconds would be too much. I just want to watch this for about 20 seconds. All right, well, we'll go back to this. But that's just going too fast. It's just going way too fast. Palette rep, I can change the palette rep. Oh, palette repeat. Oh, okay, cool. And then cycles. I mean, this is going to be like, that's going to just destroy it trying to go that fast. And that's not enough. I don't want it to jump. Still so fast. Maybe it's because I have too many colors. You do this for days. Gradient. Oh, that's cool. First color for highlights. No, highlights. Oh, man, you can do some cool stuff. Whoa. I don't know what that's actually going to look like when I actually look at it out there. I think it's probably going to be a little too much. Oh, that's the center point. I thought that was the speed. How do you adjust the speed? You just adjust it by lengthening this out? I think if I do it less than one cycle, then it's going to look kind of crummy. Yeah, so this would be better. So that's how you adjust the speed with the cycles. Do I have this thing set to 3 seconds? Hold on a second. Sequence settings. Duration. I don't know if sequence timing 50 milliseconds. Yeah, is that set in seconds? No. Right? I don't know what that's set in. It would help if I picked a song. Anyways, okay, we're just gonna keep going. All right, so we'll do it like this. I like to compress. That's fun. All right, we're gonna leave it like that. Okay, and then so that was this. So then we got the butterfly one. Butterfly, and then we're gonna do butterfly with some different. Oh no. Oh gosh, it changed. Why did it change to that? I scrolled my mouse wheel. All right, we're gonna come up here. We're gonna change the palette on this one, I think. Oh, or does the palette not affect the butterfly? Palette does not affect the butterfly. It must be colors. That's what affected it. Now we can go to palette. Now it'll be affected by the palette. So let's get some purples in there. We want our cycles. We have cycles against style. Oh, there's different styles of butterfly. Oh, look at that. So now we can do the speed, direction, reverse, background chunks. What? my gosh. There's so much crazy stuff going on right now. Nope. I need more palettes. Okay. What else we got? Contrast, hue, duration. Oh, you can change it palettes with this. Okay. It seems to not be. It might be because it's only 1 second long. Yeah, slow the speed down some. Just need it to last longer. Yeah, I've definitely got this going way too. Yeah, those are seconds. Okay, we got to change that. All right, so we're gonna make this thing last 3 minutes. So we're gonna go 180. But now we gotta zoom in on this thing. I don't remember how to do that. Is it like? Oh boy. Oh boy. Zoom in the timeline. Don't remember how. Zoom in the timeline, Turtle. How do we do this? Create random effects? Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, great. Okay, we need a little more space. Timeline needs a little more space. Shrink you down a little bit. And then it would be nice if you could right click on this and set the duration. I bet you can. Reset effect, enable timing. Start, duration in milliseconds. All right, so if we want this thing to run for 15 seconds, that would be 15,000 milliseconds. Start time is 0. What does it say when we do it this way? It says they clash. Effect times. Oh, because of this effect. Because I've got this effect on here too. I'm learning. Still learning. Okay, timing. Now you can set this. Okay, I want this thing to last for 15 seconds. Great. All right, now we can back out. Okay, cool. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, back to this. We're doing butterfly next. And we want butterfly to also last for 15 seconds. We want these to snap together. What style do we want? What's the difference between 4 and 1? They look about the same to me. Oh no, 4 is, I don't know, it looks pretty close to the same. If we were going to do this, it would have to be sped way up. Black and white. That one's kind of fun. What are our colors? Oh yeah. There's our colors. This is very much like the 60s. This is like a lava lamp or something. Let's put some more colors in there. Yeah, okay. We're going to leave that. That's fine. Okay, next effect. Oh, we can make sure they overlap. There we go. All right, so that was that one. What's this one now? Candle. I don't know if candle's going to do any good on this one. Yeah, no. Candle's not really something we need. What's this one? Circles? Oh, this is going to be a bunch of bouncy circles? Oh, yeah, we need this one. Okay. So we'll keep the palette the same. We're going to add red. Number of circles. We need a lot. And we need them to be big. More. Yep. And we need them to go fast. We want them to bounce around. Oh. Man, there are like the crazy effects that you can make in this are just nuts. Like you wouldn't even think, like if you wanted, let's see, which effect was it? Take this one off. If you wanted that effect, like you wouldn't think that that was balls, but it is. All right, let's do the bouncing. I like to have them bounce. There's going to be a whole bunch of them. They're going to be going kind of fast. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Now the other thing we can do is we can add a layer below and we can have something else happening in the background. Not that we necessarily need this, but just so you can see. That's kind of fun. I like that. These are all just examples. This is just like the demo tape. Okay, cool. I'm just going to save this because I don't want to lose all this. We're going to just call this Sphere Effects Demo. All right. Okay, what's next? Oh, don't you move. You line yourself back up there. I clearly don't have like there's got to be a snap that I don't have turned on. So because these don't end exactly at the same time. All right, so that was balls. What's next? This one is a color wash. Yeah, this will be just like the whole thing going colors. We can do that. Let's just not do it for very long. Yeah. And we'll take black out. Okay. That one's easy. And now we're going to do curtains. Curtains are fun. It's kind of a sweep. Did I already say I wish I had more palettes? We're just going to keep going with the primary color palettes, I suppose. We're going to go middle, so center. Open, then close. And then we're going to do the speed to go a little faster. How's that if it's only going to do it once? Oh, repeat. Yeah. Doesn't seem to close all the way. There we go. Now it's closing pretty much all the way. Okay. That's worth a few seconds. DMX doesn't going to help us. Duplicate, nope. Faces, nope. Fan, yeah, we want fan. Fan will be fun. Fan has a lot. So some of these we should probably, I'm not going to do it, but we should probably have multiple, like try the different kinds of effects. Oh, that's so cool. I'm not sure I'm going to change that at all. No, you go back to where you were. Yeah, I'm just going to set this to 1. Oh, I like that inside radius though. Where's that? Because the inside radius is the hole. I like that it has like a hole. Yeah, we want that to be small, but not 0. Okay, close. Yeah, I like it. I like having a hole in the middle. I don't know why. It's kind of fun. Okay, that one's cool. That one's cool. We're moving along here. Moving along. Now we kind of already put this garlands in there behind the other one. Right? I don't know if we need that again. We won't. We'll do that one. We already did that one. So garlands are there. What's this one? I don't know what this even does. What is this? This might be something. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Can't even pronounce that. What is that? Gladiator? Why is this thing? Now did I mess that up because I put that gladiator thing in there? All right, let's put this here. Guitar. What does this one do? There's some of these. There's one. I don't see anything. Oh, it's probably because this is supposed to be on a matrix. String appearance on. Maybe I need to get rid of something. I don't know. This gladiator thing, this pink thing showed up, and now I need to get rid of it. I wonder if I can just Control Z. That's still there. Oh, now it's gone. Okay. Now we'll try the guitar. I don't know what the guitar does. Guess it makes it look like a string, but because the piano, I liked the piano. I used the piano on my Christmas one for a Christmas song that I did that I really liked. But I don't know what the guitar does. I don't see it doing anything. Maybe it's supposed to respond. It's probably supposed to respond. That's what the piano does, I think. So it's probably supposed to respond to something that doesn't exist. Oh, and the kaleidoscope. I think you have to have something under the kaleidoscope for it to do its job. So let's try. So the kaleidoscope is there, but I think you need to have something under it. I don't have too many other little video clips, but let's grab a little, put a video clip behind it. And then in the video, then we'll put a video clip here. Oh. My computer's like not enjoying this right now. What if we tried, what happened to Sauron? I thought I had that one in here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't know how kaleidoscope works. Center, rotation, size. Like, I don't know how kaleidoscope works. It's too bad. I probably need to learn, but I don't know for now. So we're going to change it. Cells to start. So this one just keeps expanding. Is that what it does? Yeah, kind of. I think this is supposed to be like a microbe. Just kind of glows. I think we'll skip that one too. What's this one? Okay. What's this one? This is a moving head. Nope. Don't need that one. Music effect. Piano. Picture. So picture would be good. We just need a picture of something. We can go. I used to have some good pictures on here of different weird things, like squirrels. I want this pirate. So I wonder if this. Oh, I need to scale him somehow. Yeah, scale to fit. Nope. Keep aspect ratio. Yes. Haha. And then we'll have him spin. Not that often. He's spinning way too fast. It's probably because we need to slow it down. That's kind of fun. Ooh. Let's just do. It's kind of distorted. I wonder if I need to. Bring it down a little bit. Nope, that won't do it. I need to kind of cut it off the top. What if I bring this down? Will that help? Yes. Yes, it does. Because I don't want it to be. Where'd you go? down a little bit. Sorry, guys. This is probably really boring. Okay. Let's do the... I want it to repeat or something. Wrap. Oh, frame adjust. I don't know what that's about. Loop. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, that's fine. Next. So that was a picture. We could do lots more pictures. Pinwheel. So the pinwheel's good. I like the pinwheel. It's too fast. New render method. Yeah, we'll keep that. You can change where the center is. I'll keep the center in the center though. And let's add back some more colors. Oh, clockwise and counterclockwise. Got it. Okay. Oh, that's probably fine. Okay, pinwheels. What do we got? Plasma. I don't think plasma can change very much. Line density. Color choice. Preset colors. Yeah, so this was normal colors. Kind of already seen this sort of thing. We'll go another. It's only 5 seconds. Not very long. I guess 5 seconds actually seems like it's plenty long. Okay. Stop again. Pause. There we go. All right, let's put what's next after plasma. Ripple. Okay, this will be fun. Look at all these options. Woo-wee. So implode or explode. We definitely want it to explode. We want it to be a circle, square, triangle, candy cane, crucifix, or an SVG of your own deciding. Oh gosh. Okay, it's not in there. It can be a star. Draw style old. Oh boy. Oh, this is cool. How many points do you want on your star? Awesome. You want it to rotate too? Oh, rotate. It doesn't rotate while it's going. Okay, cool. Twist. Wow. Change the center velocity. Wow, that's crazy. So this one's kind of cool. Like this explosion thing is kind of cool. I don't know about star. Let's do a heart. You can't really tell it's a heart because I rotated it too much. And I twisted it too much. You don't want a twisted heart. And then you probably want a different palette. Oops. So let's go ahead with, since we're going to do a heart, let's make it red. Oh, that's cute. Scale down a bit. It's like it gets too big too fast. So maybe, let's see. I like the inward highlight. I like that. Guess I still need to scale down a little bit. I'm not going to get points for this being a heart if she can't tell it's a heart. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. Might be a little fast, so let's slow it down. Let's go down to 3 cycles. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good, good, good. Okay, we haven't saved in a while. Let's save. It's probably auto save on anyways, but we'll save. Oh, is everybody bored to death yet? We'll go for a few more minutes and then we'll get out of here. Okay. So that was ripple. What's after ripple? Servo. We don't need servos. Shaders. Shapes. Shimmer. I think it's, oh, not sure how to use that one. This explosion one, the shockwave one, we can use. Oh dear. All right, let's do shockwave here. All right, shockwave. We're going to go back to the regular palette. Now this one, radius 1, radius 2. It needs to be thicker. Yeah, like that. What other options are there? Accelerate. How many cycles? Not 10, but can like start slow or it can be all the same. Width 1, width 2. What is width 2? Radius 1 is the hole in the middle. Okay. This one looks a lot like the other ones. Like we did one earlier that was a lot like this. Okay. That'll be all right. Hey, shockwave strands. So this one I think is going to give us some other options too. Colors, number of chases, chase size, cycles. Oh, no, 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 no. One will do. Chase type. Aha, see, this is where. Take off some colors again. Yeah. These are kind of Eastery colors. I don't know what fade does. Oh, that's cool. Oh, now we've got FX. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at this. These are like WLED. These are WLED because this is supposed to be a single strand. So if this was a single strand of, these are all the WLED effects. I just found those, randomly found those. Isn't that something? Well, then what was this? What was it set to before? Okay, good. Okay, so single strand. I'm guessing that they're thinking this would be a single strand of lights. And then you could do whatever you want with it. All right, that's cool. Intensity speed. Yeah, man, this is WLED effects. That's what that is. Skips. I don't know what that's about. Looks weird. We'll keep it on the chase. Okay. Let's move it on to spirograph. Did I finish? Oh no, I skipped a bunch. Some of these are actually, they kind of come out the same, don't they? Sketch. Sketch effect allows you to trace. Oh, cool. Oh, so you put here, the sketch effect allows you to trace out a sketch over an image. That sketch is then drawn over some percentage of the effect. In the remaining percentage, the entire sketch is rendered. The sketch is defined within the... Okay, cool. So you set your own background. Guess they've got a sample sketch here. You must have to do it on your own. Seems very cool, but too complicated for a knucklehead like me. What's this one? Snowflakes. We do like the snowflakes. Snowflakes do work well. I like the big ones. And snowflakes need to just be white. Maybe a little bit of cyan blue. I do like them to accumulate and fall and accumulate. And I like the big ones. It's not long enough for it to accumulate enough. Okay. Still not accumulating enough. If I do it over a shorter period of time, is it going to accumulate faster? Or is it just going to keep falling at the same speed? Yeah, I think it just keeps falling at the same speed. Okay. It'd be good for snow globe if you had another picture or video underneath it, like a ballerina or something. All right, where are we at? I didn't know this was going to take so long. Oh, snowstorm. That's different than snowing. We're going to put a lot of flakes. Kind of looks weird, kind of ghosty. I think we put more colors back on this one. That just looks like it's freaking out a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, not a fan. All right, we're going to do something else. We've kind of done these. They kind of look the same. I'm getting tired. Is this like a twinkle? All right, well, we have not finished, but I'm feeling finished. Number of waves, thickness of the waves. Why is it only one color? Okay. That's kind of fun. Wave type. Oh, triangle. Whoa. Fractal. All right, that's fun. What's this one? Warp. I don't know what warp does. UV meter. Twinkle. Tree. Text. I have been disappointed in the text. The way the text works on this. I think the better way to do the text on this sphere is going to be to just have. So what do you want it to say? Put text here. This may be because of the way that it's kind of flipped around and stuff. Put text here. Okay. And then. Okay, that's actually working all right. We want it to repeat. Let's see, do. From file or lyrics, that'd be good. Use operating system fonts. Oh, if this is operating system fonts, then I probably have middle. What's it called? Nope. Nope. So some fonts are going to look okay and some are not. All right. Oh gosh, don't do that. See, all of a sudden, so this, whatever, oh, countdown, don't do that. And effects, don't do the effects either. Oh, I guess you sort of can. What am I doing, Annie? I don't know. This is xLights, and I am just playing with things on the sphere. So we have this big LED sphere, and I'm playing with color per word. Oh, that's cool. Offsets in pixels. So I'm just playing with all the different possible effects that xLights has and kind of seeing how they look on the sphere. But I'm also just about done. I was hoping that that I would be able to do a good demo. This is like an okay demo. I need to keep working on it to really make it good. All right. Last thing, or maybe that is the last thing. Tendril, yeah, that's the last thing. So let's just save it. And that's it for today. I'm late for my nap. But that's fun. Let's see. Let's render the whole thing. And then we'll play the whole thing. It's really hard to figure out what to put on the sphere. It really is. I totally agree. Wait, why is it? Oh, it's not playing from the beginning. Start over from the beginning, silly. Where's the beginning button? Stop. Back to the beginning. Now play. Oh, I slowed that down way too much. Okay, that's better. And that one also lasts a lot longer than some of the later ones. Because at the beginning I thought, oh, this will go quick. Why you do this to me? All right. And if I hit this, it would output to the sphere. I'll have to do that like tonight. I'll take some time tonight and go out and at least record this, what we put together here. Right now the sphere's still covered with a tarp just to keep the rain off. This will be a decent demo. I'll spend a little bit of time doing some more on it. So see, that one looks just like the one before. Not just like it, but it looks like it. I like the hearts. Need to just show some videos on there that make it do cool stuff. I know Creative, our resident 3D animator, made me some really cool like faces on there. But it's tricky. Like if you look at the Las Vegas one, that's all we got. Wow, that was a lot of time for very little. But if you look at the Las Vegas sphere, lately they've got a lot more stuff on it than they had initially. Ooh. There was somebody in our little community here who worked for the sphere, and I need to talk to them about. Uh, I'm sure they wouldn't let me have their videos or anything like that, but just how they do it and what they use and how they pick, because it's they can do really cool stuff like make it look like it's a helmet that's opening and some of that, and that's not just automatic stuff. You don't just download that from what you call it from like oh, I can't even think. Anyways, YouTube. Okay. Well, hey guys, that's it. Anybody have any questions, concerns, issues? Cheese days, cheese mace. Low key stream today. Next week, I think I should be able to again. I should be able to stream again next week. So we'll see you then. Hope that was useful to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks to those of you that said hi in the chat and such. So, all right, everybody, have a good weekend. As always, thanks.